Hi everyone, I'm Bella. I'm a receptionist here at Supreme Wellness and Aesthetics. You may recognize me from seeing me at either Park Ridge or Oak Brook behind the desk, but I'm actually going to be starting here as a new esthetician in the next couple months, so this is a little get to know me.
All right, Bella, how long have you been here at Supreme?
I've been here, I want to say a little over 3 years seasonally. When I was away in college, I would come back for the off months and work at front desk, so I would say 3 years about on and off.
And how do you educate clients about skincare?
So I think being very transparent with clients about how important at-home care is to make sure we're maintaining those results that we're working towards while we're here at Supreme. So just making sure that you have a solid skincare routine that's both hydrating and repairing your barrier, but also making sure that you're getting proper exfoliation.
And what inspired you to pursue esthetician school?
I actually had my own acne journey. I'm still kind of on it. I had really bad acne about 2 years ago, and I tried every product under the sun. So I was like, you know what? I fell in love with it, just learning about it, researching it. So I decided, what better idea is it to go get my license so I could really broaden my focus and go into that whole industry.
And do you have a favorite book or a favorite podcast, or both?
Honestly, both. I do love a good podcast. I would say Chicks in the Office is pretty good. I like the Canceled podcast. I did just get a Kindle, so I've been very into books. I would say Monica Murphy is an author that I'm currently reading from. So, yeah, those would probably be my two choices.
And what are some of your favorite ingredients for fighting acne?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would say number one would be mandelic acid. It's still an exfoliant, but it's really gentle, so it won't cause any purging. And it's something that you can work up towards. So you can start with a low percentage, work your way up, and that'll really be great for helping to tackle any acne or acne-causing bacteria.
And we know you love to travel. What has been your favorite destination that you've ever traveled to? Even top three if you have too many.
Top three, I would say France, Greece, and Italy are my top three.
And what would you say are your top three dream destinations?
Definitely Tokyo. Would love to go to Tokyo. It's like my dream. And then I would say maybe. Honestly, we just have one and it's Tokyo.
I love it. What is your guilty pleasure TV show?
I love Vanderpump Rules. I'm like a huge reality junkie, so Vanderpump Rules. I'm currently rewatching Jersey Shore right now, and it has been a blast. So, obviously Housewives, Salt Lake City, new season's coming up, so I'm definitely going to be catching up with that. But yeah, definitely huge reality TV girl.
And what about your guilty pleasure movie?
Movie? Oh my gosh. This is 40. It's like the funniest movie. It's comedy, but it still has like a 2000s feel to it. And I love those kind of movies. So this is 40.
And how long did esthetician school last for you?
So I did full time. I was Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 4:45. So I was full time. And it did feel not like a job, but it was awesome because it was around these like girls every day who liked the same things as me. We were all passionate about the same things. So even though it was kind of a hefty schedule, it was worth it.
And how many months were you there?
6. So I started in January and I finished up around June. Yeah.
And what would you say was the hardest part of esthetician school for you?
Actually, they said this at the first day of esthetician school, and I would say being comfortable with being uncomfortable. There's a lot of things thrown at you kind of right in the beginning, things that you're like, wait, this is kind of a lot. But I feel like when you're thrown into the chaos and you're kind of just making it work, that's the best way to learn. So I would say being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
And what's your favorite skincare brand and your favorite skincare product?
Yes. My favorite skincare brand would definitely be Face Reality. Face Reality is actually what helped clear my acne. And I would say that I have to pick two. My favorite two products for them would be their Barrier Creamy Cleanser. It's Chef's Kiss. I use it every night to double cleanse, always double cleanse. And then the second one would be their Retinol Peptide Serum, another staple that I use every single night, and it has done wonders for my skin.
And how do you stay up to date on trends and techniques in the beauty industry without losing your true value?
So I think social media is actually a really great tool to help stay up to date with trends or different things that are coming out in the beauty world. So definitely being on social media with intent of trying to grow and learn more has been something that's been really helpful.
And who's your favorite influencer or YouTuber?
I would say I love Tana Mojo. I've been watching her since I've been probably like 12, which is probably a little bit concerning. Trisha Paytas is another one that I just love. And then who else? I think probably just those two. Yeah, and they actually have a podcast together, so it kind of worked out great for me.
And what's your favorite pop culture moment from the past year?
Today, Travis and Taylor engaged. That is my answer.
So since we talked about earlier, where were you when this happened?
I was in the Dunkin' drive-thru and I was just about to order my iced coffee and I had Instagram open, I don't know why, and I saw it and I had to just say to the guy at the window, just 1 second. I had to look through the carousel of photos and it had to be its own moment, and it was awesome.
What's your favorite celebrity skincare or beauty tip you've tried?
So actually just this past month, the beauty tip that I learned was from Salma Hayek. I was watching her like Vogue Get Ready With Me videos, and she swears on rose water. So every morning, I stopped washing my face in the morning a while ago, but every morning I like to spray my face with rose water and honestly have seen a difference. I like to just have it with me throughout the day in a little spray bottle and just use it like when I feel like I need it, and I feel like my skin is a lot more smooth. I feel like a lot of the redness has gone down, so that's a newer one for me.
And do you have a favorite serum or mask that you always recommend to clients?
Yeah, so I would say mask-wise, if they're acne prone, the Face Reality Charcoal Mask is a really great option. If you're just looking to get some hydration, I would say Hydra Calm from Face Reality is another really great one if you're just looking to boost that hydration.
And since this is probably the most asked question, what is your personal skincare routine, AM and PM?
Okay, so here we go. So AM, when I wake up, I like to take a little bit of rose water, put it on a clean towel. I don't use like towels that you wash in the washer. I use like disposable. So I'll put a little bit on that, wipe my face off. I like to spray with a toner. And then I go in with a Hydra Remedy gel, which is just hyaluronic acid mixed with other skin soothing ingredients. And then after that, I just go in with a good moisturizer, SPF, every single day. And that's my morning routine. At night, always double cleanse. So I like to start with an ultra gentle cleanser and then my creamy cleanser back to back. How I like to think about double cleansing is you wouldn't mop your floors before you sweep them. Always sweep your floors before you mop. Okay? And then you're gonna go in with your toner. So I like to spray on my toner after that. Some more Hydro Remedy, love that hyaluronic acid. And then I like to put my retinol on top of that, so kind of to just sandwich it in a little bit to create a protective layer in between those serums. And then on top of my retinol, I like to use my moisturizer. It's the Crayon Peptide Moisturizer, also from Face Reality. And then just to tie that all together after that, I do one more spritz of rose water just to kind of lock everything in, and then you're all good.
How do you approach acne or skin concerns?
So when it comes to treating acne, I feel like a lot of the time I see people running towards these active ingredients like salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide. And with acne, you really have to repair the barrier. So make sure that you have a healthy barrier so that those serums and those active ingredients can properly penetrate through the skin. Because if you're coming in with inflamed acne and then you want to put on an active, you're just going to be even more inflamed. You need to get what's already there under control, and then we can go from there.
And if you are having a night out, would you say that you prefer to wear sneakers or heels?
Heels. Oh my God, college was the worst because you had to wear sneakers going out, and it was like the death of me. Heels, 100%.
What's your favorite season?
Fall. My birthday's in September, so I'm kind of like that transition from summer to fall. And I love when it starts to get cool out. I love when they start bringing the pumpkin back into Starbucks. It's my season, so I feel like definitely fall.
And what's your favorite season of Vanderpump Rules?
Oh my gosh. All of them. It's just, honestly, in any reality show, the earlier seasons are always the best because I feel like they're a little bit more like real. But Vanderpump is just a gem. Any season is amazing.
And are you more of an introvert or an extrovert?
Both, I would say. I'll have off the cusp, I'll be very introverted, but then the more comfortable I get, I guess more of that extrovert side comes out.
And then are you more of a city or a nature person?
Honestly, neither. I don't like nature. I don't like bugs. I don't like trees. Don't invite me to go camping because I'm probably not going to go. And then the city, I do love the city, but not all the time. I like it in increments. So I'm, I guess, a suburb girly. I don't know. I never would have thought I would say that.
And do you enjoy cooking or baking?
Both. I feel like baking is a little bit more particular. Like you have to really be exact. With cooking, you can experiment more. So I enjoy both, but if I had to choose, I would probably like to cook something.
And then when you're educating clients about preventative skincare, what does that look like?
So for me, that looks like creating a whole home care routine, morning to night, giving you exact instructions on how and what to follow, along with other tips as well. So nutrition, knowing what foods could be triggers, such as foods that are high in acidity, dairy, but also just reminding clients about things like washing your pillowcases, not touching your face. Little things like that honestly do make the biggest difference. So honestly, it's all the little things.
And then our final question is going to be, what's the biggest risk you've taken in your career that paid off?
So I would say I did go to college for 4 years and I did get my degree, and I was a little hesitant about going into esthetician school so soon after graduating college. I went back and forth with it for a while, but honestly I can say it was definitely worth it. It was a risk for me, but I was passionate about it. I knew I loved the industry and I know it'll be a tool no matter where I go with it. So that was a risk, but it's definitely something I would do time and time again if I needed to. That being said, that is a little bit about me. I'm so excited to start taking clients here. My books will be opening soon, so keep an eye out for that. Having had gone through my own acne journey, I know how it can take a toll on you physically and mentally, so I feel like that will kind of really help to bridge my relationships with future clients. So I'm so excited and I can't wait to meet you all.